Kristyna, round of applause.
So, imagine this. You're all on a class field trip and your teacher tells you she's taking you to a museum. You think, oh great, I'm going to spend the whole day listening to things that I don't care about, as well as be bored the entire day. But you decide to go anyway because you get to miss a day of class. Once you get to the museum, you walk in, you look over to your right and you see a lot of different sculptures and exhibits and you're like, this is kind of boring, but I'm going to look around anyway. So you look over to your left and you see this. This is an actual plastinated person that is still pregnant. She has been killed in an accident and her body was taken into science. You're thinking, wow, this is interesting, but what in the world did my teacher take me to go see? Products of a drive-by? I don't know. But she actually took you to the most controversial museum. It's known as Body Worlds. In an article titled Gunther von Hagen's Body Worlds, Selling Beautiful Education on the website American Journal of Bioethics, von Hagen uses a method called plastination to preserve real human cadavers for the enjoyment of viewing. Von Hagen's Body Worlds is a miraculous means of education outside the classroom. It provides an awesome way for viewers to see exhibits with the amazing experience of seeing real plastinated people. The miraculous art of Body Worlds is becoming more widespread and is educating the world by means of miraculous sculptures. Today I will first explain the plastination process, the different exhibits, and the ethical controversies of the museum. Now, let's peel back the skin of the process of plastination. It's simple like most patents, but it's complicated in a lot of different science terms. In an article titled The Plastination Process, written by Gunther von Hagen on the website Body Worlds, in order to make a specimen permanent, all bodily fluids must be removed like water and blood and tissues. Polymers are used such as formalin to help keep the body intact and preserved. It also helps to keep the smell away. The process of plastination was invented by von Hagen himself, and according to him on his website Body Worlds, once the deceased is brought in, embalming occurs, and then he performs an anatomical dissection on the body. He uses the product called formalin, which I mentioned earlier, and that helps to help the preserving process. Next, the body is put in an acetone bath, and that helps to start the hardening process. Next, the body is put into a forced impregnation process, which takes out the acetone and it puts in silicone to help harden the body. And next, the positioning occurs. The creator can put the body into whatever position they want. He can put it basically however he wants to do it. The body takes about 1,500 hours to complete the hardening process, which is about a year in reality. And all of the anatomical processes and functions of the body are placed exactly how they would appear if the person was still alive. So now, you're probably wondering what sculptures and exhibits are available for viewing. Well, the Body Worlds has taken over 3 countries, including America, Asia, and Europe. Exhibits include men, women, children, and animals. The main purpose for the Body Worlds is for health education. Each of the bodies showcases different effects of humans, such as smoking, diseases, and they compare healthy cadavers to diseased cadavers. In the Wyoming Tribune, in an article titled A Different View of Anatomy, written by Karen Cotton, in an interview that she had with Bridget Coughlin, she explains that every system in the body is represented, like the GI tract, the nervous system, the lungs, the heart, you name it, it's amazing. The healthy cadavers are compared to diseased cadavers, which in return helps for health education. In an article titled The Goriest Show on Earth, written by Leah Goldman of the Forbes magazine, she writes, there are also 200 or so corroded body organs, there are transparent body slices, and there are fetuses that are placed into jars so you can see the process of development. And there's also the woman nestled with her baby still in the womb. Exhibits showcase bodies that would only be able to be seen by medical professionals, which is very controversial as well as very informative. Now that you've seen a lovely mental picture of what we can see at the museum, let's move on to my third main point, which is the controversy. With the body world's taking over, it's becoming more widespread and they enjoy the exhibit as well as despise it. In an article titled Dr. Frankenstein Come On In, written by Jeffrey Ressner in the Times Magazine, 2 British Parliament members deemed this exhibit unethical in a civilized society. And also the Lutheran Church deemed it immoral. Images that are seen in the exhibit are controversial, but there are warnings that are available. The people that go see the exhibit, they can go breeze right through certain topics that are seen, and you can stay and read about certain things that you like. You don't have to sit and look at something that you believe is immoral. Which brings up the next controversial issue. Where do we get the bodies from?
Donations.
You're right. Surprisingly, written in an article titled The Plastinator Wants You, Well, Your Body, written by Celeste McGovern in the news magazine in a national issue, Von Huygens has never had any problems with a shortage of bodies. He always has people trying to contact him, donate bodies. Everybody wants to donate their body to science. And in the next article titled The Exhibitor Bodies Plans to Contribute His Own, he was just diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and he told this to a German tabloid written by Stephen Ehrlinger of the New York Times that he just turned 66 and he plans on having his wife plastinate his body, and he wants to have his body standing in the front of his exhibit and greet everybody that comes in. So with many against this issue, many support it. Its educational value, it has a lot to offer, but a lot of people deem it immoral. So to sum up, let's review the information I've shared with you today. First, I shared with you the process of plastination. Second, I explained the exhibits available for viewing. And third, the ethics and the controversies. The miraculous art of body world has been becoming more widespread. It's helping to educate everybody by the means of educational sculptures as well as things that are immoral. So I hope I've intrigued you guys to either go check out the museum or not to go check out the museum, but I guess your field trip wasn't as boring as you thought, huh?